Alright, alright.
Let's see right now if there's gonna be the next one.
Okay, talk to me. Prio, in which lanes? And what should we do?
I mean, we have fucking Ezreal Brown bot lane. I don't think I'm passing to those bad boys. I'm just passing to the top lane. Syndra has Perma Prio 20% versus Victor. Maybe before, I mean, after the first reset with, how do you call it, E upgrade. That's how Victor works. If he has a E upgrade, he can take Prio or contest Prio. But before, he cannot do fucking shit. And when Gnar probably takes Prio, can take Prio on the first waves. And manipulate the wave on the first phase, but the further it goes, I think Gwen takes more control.
Yeah. So we need the Syndra Prio to be able to gain. Yeah, exactly. So the 2v2, super fucking important.
We stumped them.
Super
on
fucking
the first
important.
Target.
Yeah, because we win this game through mid lane, and then we transition that lead into the side lanes.
Yeah.
And I mean, what do we do for pathing? And what will Viego do?
I mean, Viego probably just either pass to top.
Yeah.
Because he has like a Prio on Gnar probably first 3 waves.
Yeah, he has Prio in side lanes.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants in terms of the side lanes. I mean, he can never dive because he never kind of has like a mid Prio as well.
Yeah.
And diving 2 men is like the biggest burger flip on the planet Earth, except if you know where enemy jungler is, But if he would match my pathing and try to dive top, let's say, it's kind of hard. If my bot lane doesn't go fucking under 20% bar, he cannot dive my bot lane 3v2 as well, so...
Yeah.
So all he can do is just totally fucking chill and full clear. Same for me, probably, maybe except for the part if actually my side takes a prio and we can dive on third or fourth.
Yep. If there is a bounce back, right? If there's a bounce back in top lane, maybe we can use that to dive with the Syndra Prio, or if there's a bounce back in bot lane, we can maybe use that to dive. It's not as likely in bot lane, but if we are 4 versus 2, it's possible.
Yeah, bot lane is just like Jhin and Nami have a full wave control 24/7.
Yeah, and we are okay with Ezreal just sitting there and scaling, right?
Yeah, Ezreal is typical kind of champion tilling the wave and sucking a cock, So.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything, but if he gets to a certain point, he might be able to just one land the game, right?
I mean, he totally outranges enemy team, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the only one that can legit do anything is maybe Nor, Flash, Flank, but that's it.
Yeah, no other champion can actually touch Ezreal in the fights here.
Yeah, and if he doesn't have Flash, like, Ezreal is God mode, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we just full clear from bot to top.
Yeah.
And we use Syndra Prio. Alright, I mean, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
And then we can also listen to comps now, but we will just do it after, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because obviously I want to hear you say this. Usually when you ward, where do you ward? Like when you ward and reset, where do you ward?
Where do I ward?
I mean in this spot, right?
Yeah, in this spot. I mean, it's whatever, like the middle of it.
You ward here?
I mean, yeah, somewhere close to it. But I mean, you don't do it on Lee Sin, right? Because it's...
Yeah. It's just like a fundamental way that I need to make sure that you do. Because let's say you are playing... let's say you're playing Nidalee, maybe. And you're vulnerable level 1. Let's say enemy jungler is disturbing and he picks Olaf. If you ward in the middle, they will obviously see the ward.
Yeah, I know the wall trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm expecting an invade, like I do the wall trick. Yeah.
Good. I just have to make sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we start bots as we should. Okay, starting E. You should start Q.
Yeah, actually, I have kind of no clue why people like start E 24/7, because you can just do QE instead of EQ, because Q just deals more damage mathematically speaking of.
Yep.
First level. But every player on wards in fucking jungle did the E start on Lee Sin. I mean, every fucking game, the same shit.
You know Canyon and Tian, right? They also bot Phage, That doesn't mean we should do it,
Yeah, obviously.
Like, it doesn't mean anything if they are, Canyon or Tian, they still grief sometimes. Yeah. And they still, like, this has been tested multiple times, right? And Q is faster.
I mean, the thing is, Q also has like percentage damage of the finish off with the second Q, right? So It's way more fucking damage, mathematically speaking.
Yeah, it is more damage, so it just doesn't make sense to take E, right?
Yeah.
It never makes sense.
It is quite cringe, yeah. It is quite cringe.
Yeah. And then we go QE.
I'll go down you for the health for no reason. Don't tell me why. Okay.
Oh my fucking god. No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
I will not tilt. It's okay.
You will not tilt. Okay.
No, it's alright.
I'm happy. You're happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I mean,
tilting.
now we are full HP, but for what?
I'm curious just about the full clear speed, no? But it's like W is about like you get full health for the first 3 camps, I guess.
No. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't make, you know, any sense to be full HP. Because you have potions, you have red buff taking when you get it. But I mean, the faster we are, those seconds will add up, and you know that, right? If we are 2 seconds faster here, 2 seconds faster here, 2 seconds faster here.
Yeah, I know.
It will add up, because then next clear we are faster, next clear we're faster, so on, and maybe a play happens in bot, and because you were 6 or 10 seconds faster, you are there 10 seconds or 6 seconds faster than if you were not. So every second adds up, but yeah, it's just important, right? Yeah. And we see Viego on Raptors. We see.
Raptors, yeah. We have our info right now, so.
Yeah, we see.
Oh, I missed the Q. Don't. Brain cancer. Did you see that or not? Okay,
yes, I did.
No, you fucking didn't. No, yes, I didn't.
I am just thinking about. I'm thinking about other stuff.
Yeah, the Q one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know how it correlates.
I'm just looking at your camera. I'm just looking at your camera control. That's all. Yeah. Because it looks quite fine. I don't use F keys.
If I use F keys, I can't be bothered. I just use map click, as I think Selfmade does the same. He doesn't use F keys.
It's not like F keys is like super and utterly broken. It's just
about looking at the map itself.
Yeah, exactly. It's about looking at the map. I used to do the same thing you do right now. Before I started F keying. And if you can F key, it is better, but it's not like essential to be a good player.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not like a big of a deal. Like,
I mean, it is a big deal, but it's not essential.
You think so? I think that's
I think it's big because you know, it allows you to basically not move your mouse in a weird way all the time. Because you can keep your mouse the same spot and just, you know, look. So I think it's a big deal, but it's not essential to be a like top tier player, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I can see the point. Yeah, because of the
because look at your
mouse click. Yeah. Because of the mouse click.
You know, I'm just gonna be disturbing here, and say to you here. Imagine you didn't move your mouse like this. Maybe you would have the Q on red.
Yeah, probably because I was just it was right before. It was right before I actually came back to the camp and tried to kill the red. So I probably just got a stroke of that, you know.
Yeah, but basically what.
Okay, but this is the thing that happens 1 out of 1,000 times, by the way, and it's actually on the individual coaching. Okay, it happens, man, happens.
But like
sometimes life is life.
The thing is with F keys, right? It just allows your mouse to be more steady.
To be the same, to like more steady and in more of a likely same position.
Yeah, exactly. Like you will see. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, but like a ruler, for example, he doesn't allow his mouse to be outside of his AA click.
Yeah. Did you see tactical clicking?
I think I have before, but
it's the Viego V2 video. I mean, actually not Viego V2 video. It was some guy who uploaded. One? Yes, this one. He's clicked on every side of the like everywhere. He's like going right, going left on the circle of the like monitor. You know, like on the border of the monitor. It was so weird how he clicks. It feels like he has like 6k DPI, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you have insanely high DPI, it's a little bit different. If you can control it.
But this guy was just like pressing like in such a weird zones, you know, like areas of the monitor.
Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't mean anything if you miss the Q or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I just like it just means that you have your mouse under control, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's it. But if you have insanely high DPI and you can control it, it doesn't really matter. But it just allows you to be more in control. Yeah, and obviously...
Don't you think it's better to just go golems and just go fucking crab after?
I mean...
Instead of crab, like if I know where Viego started, because I know where Viego is. I have info on Viego.
Yeah, so...
So if in a scenario in which we don't have to do anything on the top lane, like I just chill, no? Like I just do golems and the crab right after, because the spawn timer of my golems is gonna be better. You know?
One sec. Viego is coming from bot side, right?
No, he's doing top to bot right now.
Okay. I didn't see. I don't know.
So he's on his fourth camp right
100%,
now. 100%. As I am.
100%. Like if
Viego
is doing this and going bot side, he's obviously not coming top side. So you should 100% take the Raptors. But or
because
golems.
What I think right now, how is it going on top, is that Gnar is gonna have bounce back soon, because actually Gwen took prio for some reason, because Gnar is just I guess saying that he's weak side, so he's just like not taking prio first too. So what if Viego also knows my position, because he could, because my bot lane was leashing, and this is the patch of useful crabs, like the crabs that don't have reduction of the XP, you know. So what he could do, if he knows of me that I'm gonna do golems or stuff, if he knows that I'm on golems, let's say, like he can do the double crab on me, right? So I guess you can do. So I guess it's just a rule that if you know any junglers is on the opposite side, and you have top prio, you can do the golems into the crab. But if you don't have top prio, you should do crab into the golems, right?
You can, but he's also mega flipping it, right? Because he knows you're playing Lee Sin.
He's burger flipping.
He knows you're playing Lee Sin, and if you as Lee Sin take 6 camps, it's pretty unorthodox, right? Doesn't happen often. But he is flipping it, and if he takes that flip, I mean, so be it, right? He's just a better player, because that would be just disturbing of him. So
he's big faker actually. Then if he's turbo big faker. So
you should for sure take the golems. You could even do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go red and extend the red buff, and then take the scuttle. Would be fine. Because the thing is, right, all these camps spawn 215. 215, right? And red, blue is 5 minutes. So if we can let them be in sync, that would be perfect. Because then we can just... Your goal this game is basically just to bridge and to full clear. And then when you get 6, we look for play. So we should optimize our XP. And the way you do that is by having the uptimers on the 215 camps a lot higher, because this doesn't mean anything, this doesn't really mean anything.
It's a big buff.
So the faster you can get your camps, the better, because if you get 6 before Viego, because you did the golems before the red, leading you to have like XP lead. If he does the normal clear where he does what's it called, red buff 5, then you can get 6 before him, and we can make a play on that. You just need to consider, like the moment you see him here, you know that he's gonna do this, right? Obviously. So if he does this, you should take 4, 5, 6, and then you will have XP lead on him. Make sense?
Obviously.
And it doesn't happen often where you want to full clear on Lee, right? But the moment you see him, you know that he's not coming to scuttle. So we just want to have the uptimer on our 215 camps. Because they are simply better and they spawn faster. Because then you can do 1, 2, 3, and 4, because they spawn at the same time. But usually what happens is when you recall for second clear, you do this 1, 2, 3, and then we are waiting on this one.
So you have just a window to force the play or something.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean anything, because in this game we want to be 6 as fast as possible. So the faster we can get it, the better. What's it called? After you finish the second spawn of golems, you can even you have a long time before you have to look for a play, or before your next camp is up. I mean, because usually
before the grub is up.
So you have basically, I would say 45 1 minute to look for a play before it's up and before you have to reset. And we would much rather have that than look for a play, and then let's say the play doesn't end up well, or the play ends up being random. then this camp is just sitting here chilling.
Yeah.
And then he will maybe hit 6 before your 6.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. Okay, let's move forward. And yeah, obviously when you see him here, you should never ever go for the scuttle, because now we just...
Yeah, it's cringe. Yeah, it's cringe. Then my golems are legitimately spawning in like one plus minute over the raptors. So it's turbo cringe.
And what we call this is, we call it spaghetti clear, because you go here and then you go back.
Yeah, it's spaghetti, yeah.
It's spaghetti clear. So there's no point in doing that when you know where he is, right? Yeah. And best case scenario, right? We would be at our red buff right now. We would already have smited the golems. And then we do the scuttle and we have perfect uptimer on camps. Legit perfect uptimer, right?
Yeah, and this is a little bit cringe.
Little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And
just
if you
slightly.
look top, just slightly. And if you look top,
cringe.
What's happening top?
I mean, we just have a bounce back.
Yeah. Can we abuse?
Probably, yeah. But I would, I mean, after my golems, I think timer is kind of gone if Nart pushes it fast.
Yeah.
And right here, we cannot really do much. Like, if I sit in this brush, I just like do nothing. Like it's really hard right now to do something with Nar, I think. If I'm in tri-brush right now, it's kind of hard. If Nar is like a human player, decently hard to do something.
Yeah, it's not...
Because we cannot reach him, we are like 2 melee champions.
Yeah, it's not really possible, right?
Yeah.
He has to troll, or he has to be melee farm. And he also warded, I think, right? We saw it on your wards.
Yeah, he did. He just went there and warded after that wave.
Yeah.
He's just gonna trinket it instantly after that wave.
Yeah.
So there's no fucking way we can do something with Nar.
So we reset and we get the uptimer in the camp.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. And then you just say to your top laner, I'm not going for play because I want to reset so I can have my uptimer on camps.
Yeah.
But you probably end up going there.
I hope not. Actually, you shouldn't use E here because it's retarded.
Yep. What the fuck? That's why we use YouTube, you shit.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, I didn't know. You just said upload somewhere, so I just upload somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
And Google is like the fastest source.
True. Yeah, and we don't go for this place, so that's good. We know that enemy top laner, or not enemy top laner, but enemy jungle is reset as well. And you do pickaxe, that's nice. Yeah, and there is nothing to do. You just have to basically bridge, right?
Yeah, I mean it's turbo chill game. You don't do anything right now.
Yeah, you just bridge.
I think at some point there's gonna at level 6 perfectly it's gonna be a play in which we dive Gnar on a slow push.
Yeah, and that should also be the play. So that's fine.
Yeah, that should also be the play.
Because we cannot really dive bot lane.
Then it went kind of like shit, I think, after this, but yeah, you're gonna see it.
But yeah, the same play. We just want to get our camps, and we want to make sure that...
Do you think in here, is there any reason for us to try to dive mid laner? Because Syndra could dive, like Syndra could show the wave if
you wanted to dive the mid laner, you come right after the...
Right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You come right after this one, because he's holding a wave, but then Victor ults the wave. And then the next wave is this one, right? And if Victor is not resetting, then he's completely...
But is it even worth it, what I mean? Is it even worth it to do?
It's fine.
To try.
It's fine, because like it should for sure work out. Victor has no mana, no ult. So it's okay. But it's not necessary, because our comp is completely fine. We have Astral Guard mode. So we shouldn't look for anything that is not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here you need to consider.
Yeah, I have this spaghetti thing. I have a turbo spaghetti.
Yeah, like.
So what I do now is I go to enemy top side, knowing that they have nothing to offer because we just did top to bot. I just put a ward just to put a ward. And I'm chilling right now, turbo hard chilling without nothing to do for the next 30 seconds.
Exactly, there is no thought process, right? That is the main thing that you need to consider. or you need to think about. There is literally no thought process behind what you're doing right now. And if there's no thought process, we're not improving. We're not learning, we're not improving, and you're also emoting. And now we're sitting on no wards on the Sin. We have one ping board, but then we should for sure just place the pink in here, knowing that he will come back on third clear, and then we hold onto our ward, right? Because this ward is like a laner warding when they know that the enemy jungler, you know, just cleared and is moving down. They know enemy jungler is Karthus and clearing down.
Yeah, because here, like, what happened is I cover Syndrome next wave and we dove top.
Yeah.
But my golems are gonna be spaghetti up for the next 2 minutes, I guess, or like a minute.
Yeah, because imagine.
So it could happen better to, like, how the dive should be proceeded properly and done correctly is I should be right now doing and hitting the golems, and on the next wave I after being done with golems I cover Syndra on the mid wave, and I'm gonna be in the perfect timer to actually cover her up. So and now it's not the perfect timer, it's the timer in which I am fucking more on the first clear, so I'm suffering from that right now. Yeah,
and you as a jungler, you need to understand that what you are basically the main shot caller in the first 15 minutes, no matter what. Even if you don't want it, you are. So if you don't understand your camp timers depending on the laners, then you know we're not learning, we're not improving, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, guess so.
And imagine you did what I said. You know, I have not watched this WOD before, so I'm going out of instinct and going out of you know knowledge and looking at the lanes. You would have been on the golems. And like, you would probably have finished them now, honestly. You would sit mid lane. You could sit here for 40 seconds and not get punished at all.
Yeah.
And then we walk top lane and we dive him. And there's nothing they can do because this guy doesn't have TP. We got that out of the way when Syndra
punished him for oversitting.
Yeah, exactly. For the pick, right? She just punished him for the pick. We have 40-second timer. And we can just sit here. We can legit sit here because the next camp that's coming up is either this one or enemy topside camps.
Yeah, so in both we take one.
Yeah, in both we get one, no matter what. And if we can get the mid push, we can go top lane, we can dive, and then still sit here. That would be the best case scenario. Because we can just basically fuck up the Nora as hard as we want, right?
Yeah.
We can just gate him. You're not walking through this.
Yeah.
And we know that we're not going to be able to make a play level 3. We know that we're not going to be able to make a play level 4, 5, or 6. Or not 6, but we know that we're not making a play before Gwen is 6 at least. Yeah. Or Syndra is 6. So you should be the one saying, I'm going to full clear, and I'm going to full clear again, and then I'm going to come mid, I'm going to shadow you, we go top, and we dive. And then we just talk about how we set up the dive with maybe Braum gaining some vision for Syndra so she can maybe play on this side and not this side, right?
Yeah.
So she can play on jungle side. But it's pretty simple, this game. It doesn't require a lot of thought process. It's just understanding that we cannot make a play bot, we cannot make a play top. We can make a play mid lane, but it has to be like a little bit cheese, right? It has to be a little bit cheese.
Enemy mid has to fuck up big time to make a play.
Exactly, enemy mid has to fuck up.
And it's useless to count on enemies being bad.
Yeah, exactly. That you can always punish enemies being bad, but you cannot count on it.
Count on them being bad, yeah.
Yeah, and now we're covering mid lane, but our golems are just up, right?
Yeah,
they're chilling.
This is just so that's the thing we thought about. But Syndra happily watches the wave, so I'm not staying here for 2 minutes.
Yeah. And we can just join the.
Yeah, I mean, happily the crab spawns on top side, huh? Love it.
Yeah, you're counting on RNG.
On RNG, yeah, thank you, Marketer.
RNG gamer.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fine, right?
I mean, our bot kind of trolling, but this was really easy. I mean, he's trolling as well. Like, he should never ever.
No, he should just reset.
Like this, yeah.
He should not reset, but he should get away from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we take his top side.
Yeah.
And that's good, but. This is
random. Could be done better. Yeah, could be done better with the how do you call it? The golems take.
And this is random. I guarantee you that you did not talk about this. This was just like you have prior. You talked about it. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
All right, good. Like how long in advance?
Probably around 1 minute. It's gonna be.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. You are not completely noob.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but golems are just chilling, you know?
Yeah, I know. I could already be 6 and like 3/4 probably.
Yeah.
And at this, I could be 7 at Gromp. After doing Gromp, I could be 7.
100%.
Yeah. And this is cringe. Probably. Actually, is it cringe to not take walls or not?
It's
because
okay.
we're still not sure where the Viego is, because Viego is just totally chilling. He could actually.
You know,
I don't know.
The only reason it's okay, and I'm not sure if you thought about this, right? But we can listen to comps. Is that mid lane wave is completely fucked, and he needs attention. But we didn't look at mid lane wave.
I mean, we talked about it.
Okay, that's good.
I think so. I think so because yeah, he pulled me here. I think so.
Yeah.
I think I mean, which is really good because mid wave is really cancer, but.
But we should be the one. You shouldn't be in like need of hearing his voice, right? In solo queue, he's not gonna say shit. He's maybe gonna ping, but you should be able to look mid lane and say, okay, this wave is bad. Okay, this wave is slow pushing. We can dive, right? You should be able to basically like play for all 3 lanes without needing them to say anything.
Yeah, I mean, be the one managing the state of the wave and how is it? Yeah, and what can we do on him? Yeah.
Sure, it's nice that he's calling you, but if you are good, you are able to basically, you know, see you for yourself. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna say, I come mid now, we push the wave.
Yeah, I come mid now, we push, you don't have to reset. It's
yeah, exactly. And then he's happy. He's happy. Happy moment.
Yeah,
what the fuck is this guy doing?
Brown dies to dive.
Yeah, I mean,
it was such a weird thing. No! No, you didn't see that one. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but this coaching session is over now. For fuck's sake, you're not going phage. Like, okay, listen. If you go phage and you don't have any components, I can live with it. But there's sitting 2 components for free. If we go, what should we go? Okay, let's talk about what we should do instead.
Longsword and Kindle Gem. I mean, actually, yeah, Longsword, Kindle Gem. I sell potion and I take how do we fucking call it?
All right. So you're saying here, Longsword, Kindle Gem. What if?
I do.
What if we go Longsword? That's 350.
Yeah.
And then we go Ruby. That's 400.
Yeah.
And then we go another Ruby. That's 400. Do we have the gold for that?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
How much is that? What is Kindle Gem? That is 200 HP, and that is 10 ability haste.
Yeah.
But Kindle Gem is 300 HP.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, like, you mean like both Ruby crystals? It's 300.
Double Ruby crystal.
It's 300.
It's 300 HP. Yeah. And no ability haste. So we're getting 100 HP more, and then we are losing 10 ability haste. Is that worth?
Which is useless. Ability haste is useless.
Yes,
doesn't matter. In a fight in this level, I'm just gonna do 1 rotate of the spells.
Yes, exactly. Like it doesn't make a difference if you have 10 ability haste. It's for sure.
Just because fights are gonna be short because it's level 6. Rotation of the spell doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're just gonna use 1 rotation of the spells.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not gonna wait for your second spell.
Like it's gonna be max 0.5 seconds. The 10 ability haste. If even that. So it doesn't make a difference, but 100 HP will for sure make a difference.
Yeah, it's a lot because it's almost 2 spells.
Yeah, it's for sure gonna make a difference, right?
Yeah, more of a difference.
Like Kindle Gem is basically the same as Phage, but not as over exaggerated.
So you say you just go double
Ruby,
Longsword and pink.
Yeah, like double, like 1 pink ward or not. I mean, you can do 1 pink ward too, whatever you have the gold for. But Longsword, double Ruby, and then the rubies you have, or not the rubies, but the pink wards you have in what's it called? Like as many pink wards as you can get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
you don't look at the phage. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
It's gonna be fine. We are gonna survive.
It's the first one. It's the first session. It's gonna be okay.
Because you are fit, and the more HP you have, the more dangerous you are.
Yeah.
Right. You are fucking strong.
By the way, can you pause?
Yeah.
Is it good to do Herald instantly right now? because that's the only window we're gonna probably have for Herald. Because top is slow pushing towards Gnar, and mid is pushing towards enemy mid, right? Because we can have perma-shove whenever we want. And this is the only window we can allow ourselves to use Hilisang tempo on the support role. It's a Hilisang tempo because he just fucking died. So it's the only window right now we have for the next probably 1.5 minutes to make a Herald.
I think the Herald is...
Include that bot camps do not exist right now because Viego just took them. So it's the same timer as enemy camps.
Yeah, exactly. Like these are gone. You have these 3.
Yeah, these are gone. Yeah, wolves are up, by the way. Wolves are up.
Yeah, wolves are up. Alright, so...
Just 53 to 40 to 54, so wolves are up.
I think what you should do is that you should run straight to red, because red will make a difference in the fight. You call Brom to help you with red, and then you go together and get vision and get control. Because it's not like you must start the Rift Herald right away.
Instantly, right now.
It's like a fake scenario that people have for some reason made up in their mind that they have to start the Rift right away, right? Because we can dance around the Herald and we're okay with that because Ezreal is chilling.
Ezreal is too much chilling. Can I bot and just visit?
Yeah, and you should tell him not to go Darn's place as well, but that's besides the point. Anyways, he's chilling. So if enemy bot lane is here, we don't mind as long as we are playing it slow, and we can get our red buff because we can get our red buff. Right, you can get red buff. It's no problem.
Yeah.
But you just call the Brom, and he helps you, so you can like get it as fast as possible, and then we can take vision with Syndra. Because taking the Herald is okay. It's not bad, but if we can get the red buff first, and we can get level 7,
you can make it better. Yeah, you can make it better.
Yeah, we can make it better, and we should optimize as much as we can.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is really unnecessary here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure how much I like it. It's because on the review we had there, they said it's fine, but I don't think it's fine.
No, it looks fine, but it's not fine.
It just looks fine. Yeah, it just looks fine. And here it's like, here what also happened.
Like
it was
okay. Game over.
Yeah, this game is over, by the way. Legit, this game is so hard right now.
I mean, it's just...
not over, but it's really hard right now. If we die here, I mean, I think Gabo dies here, and I think it's really hard right now. Because we get fucked big time here. Yeah,
like it's just you're overreaching so hard by even going for the Nami. Like the thing is, we have control, so why are we walking into them? They have to walk into you.
Yeah.
If he goes for ward, sure he should die. But he's not going for ward.
If he goes for like
he's
a
chilling.
pixel or whatever,
He's chilling, so we should for sure never ever in a million years walk into them. They come into you.
Yeah, into enemy jungle. I mean, the worst part is Jhin is walking through mid right now. So what do you think? Are we? I think we are not really capable of actually taking this Herald. What do you think?
I mean, they have reset on you, so no, you shouldn't be able to. And that's the thing about playing it slow. That's the thing about playing it slow.
Jhin right now is in the tier 3 on the mid lane right now.
Yeah. And
so he's gonna join the Herald in like 10 seconds or like 15 seconds, because that's how far it is, right? Like 15 seconds. So in 15 seconds he's gonna be legitimately on the Herald, 5-man, and we have Ezreal just resync right now. So we're kind of fucked here, no? Like we cannot really do shit here. We need to leave this Herald.
The thing is, again, like people again think that the Herald is like game-winning play, right? But if Ezreal is chilling, he's getting the wave in, and Jhin will lose like 2-3 waves. That is always gonna outvalue the 100 gold that you get from the Herald, and then the play that you can potentially make with the Herald.
But here you need to like kind of micromanage Ezreal, no, to actually make it work. Because,
yes, you do.
Or because Ezreal needs to be super smart to do it, or like really good, because he will say right now, if Ezreal is really smart, he's gonna say, guys, actually they can go to Herald with Jhin as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna force him to go bot lane, and I'm gonna stay on the bot lane even though I'm low HP, and like mana. I'm gonna show the wave instantly, fast push the one wave, and try to force Jhin to go bot lane. And then, if he does that, we either take Herald because enemy Jhin is just going bot lane to receive wave, or enemy Jhin becomes a Herald bot and he goes to Herald anyway, and Ezreal takes 2 plates while having 0 mana.
Yeah. Right,
so here you need to either micromanage your ADC or you leave the Herald.
Yeah, and the enemies are never gonna get more than 2 plates from the Herald if we play correctly, right?
If you're human versus Herald,
Yeah, exactly. If we don't force a random shit play, then they will never get more than 2 plates, and that is what Ezreal will get if he stays, plus the 2 free waves that Jin will lose if he if he commits to the rotation. If he
commits for the Herald play with the team,
Yes, exactly. So we only take the Herald if it's free, and we have the tempo on it, and enemies will not get, you know, 2 free plays in bot lane, and we will not lose 2 free waves in bot lane for it. Plus, like if you had all 6 camps up, let's just say Viego was not here, then you know it's just complete grief, because then your camps are gonna sit up for 1 minute.
if you have camps up and you commit for Herald, you're reported. You're reported.
Yeah. If you have 6 camps up and you commit for Herald, then I mean something is really wrong.
Yeah, then Hidon just leaves the coaching session.
Yes, very much so.
Very much, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we're just hard committing for something.
Can you pause for a second? You know what were comes here? It was actually so insane because we even made it harder for ourselves. Here, Gab was screaming, "Don't kill Viego, just kill Gnar. He's really low." And everyone except of me committed for Gnar here, and Gnar just ulted them and killed them. And I was like chasing Viego. It was such a disaster, by the way. It was the worst out of the worst what could happen out of this outcome, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is for sure.
Oh my fucking god, this was so fucking bad.
If you one-shot the Nor with your ult, then yeah, it could be different.
Maybe something happens.
It could be different, right? But that's besides the point, because we're talking about, you know, if you understand the fundamental way that you approach things, you can always change it.
It shouldn't go to this point. This thing should never be talked through.
Exactly.
Because this is like useless. This will happen 1 out of 100 times if you are good, you know.
Yep. Because
you're gonna call your teammates out to not commit. Further.
Because what should happen is we are holding this choke, enemies cannot walk in, and we are starting the Herald, and if Jin comes, then we just get out, and then Ezreal can take the place, right?
Yeah.
Because you're committing for something that shouldn't be there.
What do you think? Do you what do you do here?
You micromanage.
You micromanage your teammates. You
every
say,
single time.
Guys, don't try. But here, I think if Syndra lands stun, she's gonna kill her no matter what. So what if
Syndra lands stun here and she's not in danger at all?
Yeah, so I guess if micromanaging doesn't work, you just teach her after the game, right? You just tell your teammates, bro, next time this happens, don't commit. We agree to play on this choke and never commit further.
Yeah.
Like a red line, you know, red thin line. We do not cross this line. Yeah, I guess so.
Exactly, right. You hold the choke. If you hold the choke, we're chilling, because enemy cannot walk into here. Without walking up. They have
zero vision.
They have to walk up to here.
They have 0 vision, 0 prio. We can have top mid prio whenever we want. So
yes, exactly. And then this situation is completely different, because this stun is not a thing.
Yeah, this stun is not a thing. Like this stun can become a thing, but closer to us, right? And to area we control.
Yeah, because we are controlling. But if we're walking in here, what are we controlling? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. It's a fucking shit show. Like here situation goes RNG. Either they play better than us, micro-wise, or we play better than them, micro-wise. And here it's like a show-off of like who is better, right? Mechanically or like individually here. Like here is just like a shit show.
Exactly.
You don't want a shit show to happen.
You don't want to get to a situation where you have to outplay them mechanically. You want to outplay them as a team, not as a 1v1 army. But this is what he's doing right here, right? Like, there's no point in walking in and giving them, and not using the full like control you have with pink ward, right? And prio. And best case scenario, we walk mid lane first, and we don't do this, we push in, and we create a pressure point. Because if we also have top lane push, we have 2 pressure points. They have to collect this wave, they have to collect this wave.
Yeah, if they don't collect, they're retarded.
Yeah, exactly. Because then we can just play it really slow, and then they can take the Herald.
Them lose. Yeah.
Yes, they can take the Herald while they're losing top wave, mid wave, and bot wave.
Yeah, they're losing like fucking 300 gold from only like mid and top waves, and then Ezreal is also taking their bot plates and wave. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's about understanding the fundamental way that you need to think, because when you have the vision, all you need to do when you're playing Syndra is control choke. This is the same for Syndra, this is the same for Ori, this is the same for Lux, you know, this is the same for Victor, same for Vel'Koz, same for all of these champs, right? All control mages. Exactly, they're called control mages for a reason. They control. They control. They don't walk in and face tank, whatever, they control, right? So we should control the choke so that enemies cannot walk in, and then we can maybe take the Herald.
Yeah.
Right, but nothing. But this is not talked about, so no one really knows.
Yeah, so it's just a shit show. It becomes RNG fight.
And from 1 to 15, you should never ever be afraid to micromanage. You should always micromanage if you think that you have the right play in mind.
Okay.
Like, when I was a player, I micromanaged every single time when I felt like it was the right thing to do. Because, sure, it's good to be on the same page, but if someone can't understand, you know, your thought process, you just force it through. Like, it doesn't mean anything if...
I mean, because you can see on my camera move that I wasn't sure about going for Nami.
Of course.
You can see my camera move.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, like, you don't have to talk. Like,
Because it's... No, because, like... Because the thing is, we also have, like, info that enemy bot has better tempo than ours. Because... We have cheat tempo, we have Hidon tempo, because our support died. So he cheated the tempo of enemy support. But I mean, you know, in exchange of dying, right?
Yeah.
He cheated the tempo, he has better tempo, but he died. But the thing is, they have like tempo on the same page on the bot lane. So the enemy ADC and enemy support have the same tempo, which our bot lane does not. We only have support advantage tempo.
Yep.
So if they have 5-10 more seconds, they're gonna come mid to the Herald with 2 people, not 1, you know? Because we cannot commit with Ezreal anymore.
Exactly. And, you know, now it's completely fucked. They have...
Yeah, it's really fucked. Like,
they have mid lane push. They don't lose anything. Ezreal didn't gain anything.
Is in a state in which it should never be, right?
Yeah. Because they got the Drake, and if they get the Drake, they are trading for the Herald most of the time.
Yeah, always. Yeah, most of the time. If the 2 teams are humans, they that's how it goes.
There should be a trade-off, because if you take the Drake, we get the push, we get the tempo, we get the reset, and then we get the Herald.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they get the Drake and the Herald, then something is wrong. Something is really wrong.
Yeah, something went to shit. Yeah. And also my path is totally fucked. Like this is
like everything is completely fucked for you.
Yeah, everything is totally fucked actually. Like this is totally fucked because I didn't even take a single camp on my top side before actually starting Herald. Yeah,
exactly.
So this is like totally bad.
And they could even be disturbing and go in and take your red buff, right? That is possible.
Like the thing is, they don't necessarily need to instantly go Herald. If they are like better players, I feel like. Can you pause for a second?
Yeah.
They're in the moment of heat, like if they're kind of worse in the moment of heat, they're like, oh guys, just insta do the Herald, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But if they are better players, they say take over enemy topside, check if he did any camps. If they are good, their jungler will say no, he didn't, because he has 53. If he tracks the camps.
Yeah, and no red buff.
He will say that his topside camps are actually all up. Guys, what we do? I take his 2-3 topside camps, we control enemy topside, we have really good tempo now, we just kill them, we take enemy camps and then Herald. And then I'm like 2-3 levels behind whole game and game's over.
Yes, for sure. Right?
Yeah.
But in the moment they are like, oh guys, we need the Herald, right? Because they are not good players. They are not good players, right? They are not good players. And that is lucky for you, because then that means you can still play the game.
I feel like many teams do that even in like decent ERL teams. I don't know many teams in ERLs that would actually go for my topside camps and control on the top side and actually do Herald in like a minute or 2.
Yeah, because
but I know many teams.
No, but I mean, as I said, the game is basically over.
Yeah.
If they play well, the only way we can really come back. The only way we can really come back is like chipping away on them. And this is not how we chip. Like, this should never, ever work out.
Yeah.
And I hope it doesn't, but it does.
It does.
Yeah.
It does work out 2 for 1 and enemies, yeah.
Viego has a tumor, because why the fuck is enemy? Why is he popping the Herald and not taking the tower?
Yeah, he's instantly popping Herald and just like, I don't know, doing something. I don't know what he's even doing.
Yeah, he's farming camps because he has tumor.
He's not even farming camps. We have like every knowledge of him. He's just actually he is. Okay, actually he is. Yeah. I take it back. But he's just like, he's chilling, you know?
Okay, fair enough. Like, I don't even know if you saw him. I don't think you did. But if...
I mean, I'm not sure. I guess we did that we committed to display. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
But if enemy goes Herald, then they take tower. If they're good players, right? They take the tower. Yeah. And that should be the end of the play. And what you should do is you should go bot, and then we should try and trade and chip away on them, right? Because we have to come back eventually, and we should, if we just trade better, right? If you take top, we take bot, and maybe we can take a little bit more.
What do you think? What do you think is like the best here? is full clearing to bot lane the best in that situation?
No, because if you don't get the play to work out, you lose the game.
Yeah, it's over. So you kind of need to skip camps and actually dive Gnar instantly, right?
I mean, you can take the Raptors and then go bot lane and dive. But
yeah, that's what I mean.
This is okay after we see Viego. But as I said, like, this should really never work out. And it ends up...
this is one of those, like, 1 out of 1,000 plays that should, like, never be useful, right? Like...
Yeah, and usually what I do, right, is after I think the game is lost or over, I stop watching. And
I mean, I think it's the best, because then you gather some really weird information.
Yeah, like, exactly. Because if we talk about the game now, then like,
it's more like, how do you call it? You need to play it by the flow, right?
Yes. Like, if you cannot understand or if you cannot play the first like 8 minutes, then you are not gonna be able to play the rest, because it's a chain reaction. Like, as you can see here, after the rift or after this fight, everything that happens after is a chain reaction. Yeah,
it is. It's just more about how smart is the player.
Yeah, and
in terms of his, like, how do you call it? Reactions, right? It's like reactive playing.
Yeah, basically. And this is also a chain reaction, right? This is a chain reaction of you not doing a 4-5, and then this, because this is a chain reaction of them now being up, and then you maybe not being 6. So there's always going to be chain reactions. That is like inevitable in every game. But we need to limit them so that we don't have to play off instinct and feel and play off knowledge and know-how. Yeah, because like as I said, right, this is just chain reaction, because why the fuck do they have Herald in the first place?
Yeah, and why the fuck are we dead in enemy jungle?
Yeah, like
crippled under enemy T2. Like this is just like a disaster. And I mean, if you like, I think it's kind of weird to talk about the game any further. Like, I always
just quickly want to watch the Drake setup, and then I think we go next.
Because you do that, right? You don't really care about the game if it fucks up.
Yeah. Like if the game doesn't make sense to watch, then I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't.
I think the same.
Like it's a waste of your time and it's a waste of my time.
Yeah, this is disaster.
Yeah, like
random moves, everything is random.
It's okay. Like you're getting full vision around the Drake, right? And we can take the Drake.
Yeah, this is the only decent thing.
Because you got somewhat back into the game.
Yeah, I mean you didn't really get back, but we just got some like control over the map back. But this now is like this is bad, because then Syndra just gets calf.
Yes, but also this is mostly on you rather than it's her, because you are a shot caller, right? Wait a second, I will show you. Okay, so we trade the wave, right? We get the mid push, great. We have the mid push, we have the bot push. Now you have tempo. Tempo, because we have mid push, we have bot push. I mean, bot is slow pushing, but it's the same. So what we should do is we should secure bot push, right? We secure bot push, then we have pressure point. Then he moves towards mid lane, or he can even start the Drake. Then we secure mid push, and then we have pressure point in mid, and we can go back to the Drake. Because it's the same thing with Rift. We don't have to take it instantly. If we can gain tempo or pressure point and force them to make a move, because if we have pressure in bot and they go for the Drake, they lose the wave. If we have mid lane and they come for the Drake, they lose the wave, right? And in competitive play, if we can make them lose mid wave and bot wave and then do it again and again and again, right? They lost a shit ton of waves.
Shit ton of waves and gold, and it's good.
If I just roll it, I will just show you what I mean. Because here we have mid push, he moves mid, gets some vision, or like gets some vision. Now we have bot push, guaranteed, slow push. Now he pushes, and then he should move towards the Drake, or move towards mid. Like, what is he doing?
I think towards the mid lane to cover up the Syndra on this mid wave, and it's better, right? Because we will gain mid prior once again, and then we can commit for the Drake, and then Azriel will receive the next bot wave.
Because right now the next wave for bot lane or enemy bot lane is here, so he should move straight. I mean, he can start the Drake, it's fine. He can also move straight mid, and we go for mid, and then we can push again, because Victor is allowed for some reason to be first on the mid wave. That should never be possible, right? Because you are fucking. I'm not saying fuck, but I'm saying fucking, right? So Braum, listen, fuck of war, they don't know where you are. and we have full control here. So they should think that you are here on the Drake. But if we start the Drake with the move we've just made, then we are basically fucking ourselves over, because we're making three things at once, right? We're catching mid wave.
Yeah.
We are
Drake, mid wave, and bot tower at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing three things at once, and it doesn't make sense to do if you are a good team. Like the best or the easiest way to see if a team is good is to see if they do more at once. That is the easiest way to think. And I know that this is just a tryout and whatever, but
yeah, most of the time, like on trials, there are like many things at once being done. Which
yes,
is really
exactly.
sick.
But if you are a good player, again, I want to make sure, right?
Yeah,
if you're a good player, you can fuck this up. Like you can just say, Ezreal, go Drake, we go mid, we get push, we go Drake, boom, easy, right?
Yeah, actually, that's a cancer sweat. Yeah,
really simple. Like make it tryhard.
Yeah.
If you want to show off in like trials, this is what you need to do, because it shows that you're a good player, right? A good player is able to take control of any players or any team and basically make them think what you want, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's really simple if you just look at it, right? You just look at waves, mid wave, okay, bot wave, but you go mid, or bot Brom, you come with me, we go mid, and Ezreal, you start a Drake towards mid section, right? You start a Drake and you pull it out towards mid, and then after mid wave we go Drake.
Yeah.
And this is super fucking important. Like doing two things at once is something that I think, like legit, I've seen every ERL player do maybe 10, 15 times. And it's easy to fix as well.
Yeah.
It's all about understanding wave states and understanding pressure points. And yeah, now they get the Drake as well, right? Like they just got Herald.
Yeah, get the Drake,
they got the Drake, they got Herald.
We lost mid wave.
Yeah, they got Drake, they got Herald, they got second Drake, even though we had pressure, and they also fucking made you lose one mid wave. And like everything is just shit. Everything is just shit.
Yeah, this is fucked up at this point. This is like we lost whole boss side control as we had.
Yeah, and
like,
then random
everything is so bad, and then random fight contesting mid wave.
Like random fight that doesn't make sense, and then I mean you win it because you're better players, but yeah, this is just random, right? All right.
So the matchups and stuff, right?
Yeah, go matchups again.
I mean, not sure what the top lane. How does it look? Because I guess it's just like, I think it's more likely skill matchup if you're a Gwen. Not sure. Akali, Syndra.
Gwen wins.
Gwen wins? Early levels, you think?
Okay. Yeah, she does for sure.
Okay, so Gwen wins. Okay, we have that established. Mid lane, I mean, Syndra naturally takes prio over first phase. Like it's Syndra, Akali is Akali, right? Like Akali has a hard time clearing the way first phase. Lucian Braum obviously wins versus Kai'Sa Raka, and Kai'Sa is additionally to that like quite of a fucking useless champion. So yeah.
very shit.
So we just use our bot lane to be the bridge, and from bot lane we should be playing this game through the bot lane. Yeah.
We should be using bot pressure to get mid pressure, right?
Yeah. We should just use bot lane to actually gain us. Actually let us brief on the mid lane department.
Because it's gonna be hard to kill them. We are naturally gonna get a lead, but it's gonna be hard to kill them. So what we should do is we should use Lucian Braum for like to make sure that Syndra cannot play the game, basically.
Yeah.
Because they pick Kai'Sa, they should get punished. Either if we go like Caitlyn, Morgana maybe, then we can fuck her over completely. But that's not the case. Because they have,
Lucian Braum cannot really hit plates.
Yeah, they cannot really hit plates, and they're basically same range. So we naturally win, but we are not going to be able to kill them. So we should make sure that the 2v2 in mid jungle is won by bot lane. And that's what we should do. And obviously if Syndra missteps, then we can even kill her, but we should not count on her misstepping, right? We should just count on her giving pressure. Because if she gives pressure, Akali will always be a better champion. If she gives pressure and we do not have like a count that wants to run into her.
Yeah, I mean once game goes to side, Akali just shitstomps Syndra. Like Viego Akali just like the game is really cool if we just use our bot lane to make Akali get on the point of the game that can just side.
Yeah, for sure. What do we do?
Activate your windows, man. Activate your windows.
Only noobs do that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we just do the same as Lee Sin game last game. We just do top to bot in that regard.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
I think I did this game. I think I did the path thing that we mentioned before with Lee Sin. Yeah, I think this one. Not sure actually, but I think so at least.
Did you do golems?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure.
Okay, but yeah,
I think I did it once today because I can recall that, but I'm not sure in which game. Not sure if it's the one, you know.
But yeah, we should for sure do that. We should do that.
I should do that. As soon as I know the town is buffing top, yeah.
100%. Because getting the golems is always going to be better, and I have already explained it once, so I don't have to do it again, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, this is nice, right? You're doing the right thing, because the lower you get, the better for golem.
Yeah.
And you're also holding on to potions, so it's really great. Nice. Yeah, of course we should be looking bot, we should be looking mid. Just making sure that what we think is gonna happen will happen.
Yeah.
Because yeah, in solo queue they're not gonna say shit to you, so you need to be
I need
able to
be the one that actually covers or does something with the waves and stuff.
Yeah, you need to be able to put yourself in their shoes, basically.
Yeah, true.
And that is what separates a good jungler for a very good jungler for a good jungler, or a decent jungler for a very good jungler.
Yeah.
Like being able to put yourself in their shoes. You don't have to play it as good as them or even remotely good, but if you understand.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, yeah, I didn't. Fuck that. Yeah, but I for sure should. I for sure should.
Yes, 100%.
And it's live patch as well. Yeah. It's live patch as well. So the crowd does not really matter that much.
Yeah, it's complete piss. Like, we don't care.
Piss. But I think I did golems instantly. But yeah, in the bat rotate, like in the bat, how do you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the red into golems, not golems into red.
Yeah. And also just to make sure you know, if Fiora doesn't leash and Gwen leashes, of course Fiora will get Prime, right?
Yeah, I mean obviously that's like common knowledge.
And that's whatever. Like we don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like we don't care.
Yeah, we don't care because we can. If we keep the map split like this is like fine. We don't mind.
It's fine for us. Yeah, it is.
Because then our plan is basically set in motion, right? Bot lane can move mid, or like we can use what's it called, Braum to move mid, and Lucian can cheater.
Yeah.
And then we are really fucking happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got what you wanted. Only thing is that we would for sure prefer to do golems.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it. Yeah, and then top wave is bouncing. Could be dangerous for sure.
I mean, I think if they didn't attack him yet, they will not attack him. I think Gwen is in the fine spot, just because Talon cannot really attack Gwen at this point. Because the thing is, Talon is ahead of me in time because he got leash from Kaisa Rakan. He is 5-6 seconds ahead of me, always. Yeah. So, and he also has faster clear as Talon. So, because of that. So yeah, so he's ahead of me. So by the time I'm on enemy, I'm fighting enemy Gromp, I tell my top player that there's no way Talon actually goes top and tries to punish.
And that's also
unless Talon is like a troll and he waits 30 seconds in top lane.
Yep. Like if he's patient and if he wants to like overextend his tempo, because if he does that, then you just do this, and then you go straight to his raptors and take them. Yeah,
and take his raptors and he's fucked.
Yeah. Because like he cannot stay like this for 30 seconds and then expect. Yeah, exactly, and don't get punished because
also I'm after reset.
Yep, because if he does this, then he has 30-second reset, or you have 30-second resets on him. So we can do this, or we can do this into straight raptors. What do you think for build? Divine or Shieldbow?
I think Divine. I have some melee targets to hit though. Like I think going Shieldbow is like could be good this game because of fighting versus Talon. And like Syndra because of like the shield, right?
Yeah.
But Divine is also decent because I got some meta champions. They are not outrangicas because they also have like Kaisa and stuff. So I can also actually use Divine a lot as well, you know? So I think Divine is decent here as well. Not sure what you think, what is better.
I think that shield bow is better. I actually have done the math on it because I'm a little cringer. So I've done the math on the shield bow and the divine in terms of damage. And the tankiness is like fake tankiness. It like shield bow when you have built it is better for tankiness than divine is. It just looks like you are not as tanky, right? But shield bow versus Talon, like Talon burst and Talon aura is really fucking good. It's good versus Syndra, but that's pretty much it, right? Like their burst.
What do you think about the build in this game? By the way, like what would you do this game? What would you build? They have Fiora, Talon, Syndra, Kaisa, Rakan.
Yeah, I mean.
So.
I would probably go shield bow into
Death Stance probably.
You could do Death Stance, but you could also do. Honestly, I saw someone go shield bow into Essence Reaver.
Yeah.
And
but
that was
more likely like a damage thingy.
Yeah.
And like.
But yeah, you want to be more of a tank.
If an enemy team goes like Xin, I think you can go Essence maybe, or something not that like assassin like, you know, because what assassins hate is that how do you call it?
Armor, right?
Yeah, assassins hate Death Stance and it's passive, you know, damage over time.
Yeah,
I heal over time because I'm Viego with shield bow. So I think if there's enemy team and like Syndra Talon that are like assassin and like burst champions. Like I think it's actually good to go shield bow into Death Stance, no? And
it could for sure be good, like shield bow into Death Stance and maybe GA, maybe like Witsend is just not good here, right? It's just Syndra.
It's one AP target, it's useless.
Yeah, and if she's not fit, then it will not do anything. So
so what do you do as third then? Like
you will probably do GA, yeah.
And fourth? What do you do fourth?
If you get to fourth item.
Yeah, if you get to fourth item.
You could do Witsend at this point. You could also just do Sterix and just sit on the Sterix.
But you cannot do Sterix.
Oh yeah, fuck, what am I saying? Yeah. I'm retarded. Blade, maybe? Even though Blade is like pretty shit here. I'm honestly not sure. I have to do some thinking on that one.
Maybe you could do Essence Reaver into IE if game goes long. Like, you know, then at the point of like 4 or 5 items, you are actually one-shotting with Essence Reaver IE, right?
Yeah, like depending on how fit you are, or depending on how strong you are, then you could probably do Essence Reaver and that would be okay. But like, I'm not entirely sure, but I think shield bow into Death Stance into GA, and then you're going right.
It's good, and then the game probably ends because junglers not really go to further part, except if game is fucking 50 minutes, then we go 5 items, and crazy.
Yeah, exactly, right. Like 4 items, talking about it, it's okay, but it's like it never really happens.
It's like rare. It's really rare.
Yeah, but and also just to remember, like make sure you remember. Like triple longsword is always going to be better than this, right?
Yeah.
Because you get 30 damage and here you get 15 and random like lifesteal that you don't need for shit.
Yeah.
Right? You just need the damage. Alright. And yeah, you go Sheen because you want the divine. As long as you don't go Phage, at least I can accept it. But yeah, divine is not too good here.
Yeah.
Even though it's not horrible, it just doesn't make sense.
I think it's just fine, I mean, if enemies had something like more rangey, it's horrible, but they don't have that range. Like, if they had Gnar on top lane, like, Divine probably sucks a huge cock here.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world.
It's not that bad. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's not good, not bad, it's just here.
Yeah. And like as I said, like I've done the math on the shield bow, or one of my students actually did, and it just does a lot more damage when it's finished. Alright, and we decide to trade, that's fine. Right?
Yeah,
they go bot,
I see a flat wave and I ask if we can dive and if we have damage, and he says we have damage, so I trust him and we dive.
Yeah, and that's okay. You should be able to trust him, right?
Yeah. I mean,
it works out.
Yeah, it works out really great. Fiora loses 2 waves. I mean, it's kind of good.
And what happens top lane now?
But actually, I thought he's just gonna invade my raptors, so I made it his. But he actually didn't invade my raptors for some reason.
Yeah, I mean...
I was really wondering why he didn't invade my raptors. Because, look, here I'm surprised. Why is he here? Like, it's really awkward. He should be on my raptors already. Yeah, and for some reason, I'm even more retarded, and so I stayed to flip a smite, but bleeding kills the raptor, and I have to get the fuck out. Yeah. And he chases me like really awkward as well. I don't know, this section here is really awkward. Sequence, I mean.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it ends up working out fine for you because he's wasting time.
Yeah, I mean, he's trolling as hell.
Yeah, he is also fucking bad. Like, your Lurox is legit so shit.
Sorry, Lurox, yeah.
No,
I mean, he wasn't the greatest.
He is really bad.
Whatever.
Like, it's just unreal. Anyways,
because I think going for Raptors invade, going for Raptors invade is good, but then I wasted my time. So
yeah. But the moment you see him, you just get out because you don't have any prior.
because I could assume he goes to my Raptors because he just killed my support, right?
Yes,
he just
100%.
killed my support. He did his Gromp, so he has actually a reason to go to my Raptors and take them, right? And if I'm stupid, I don't go to his Raptors, and I just expect him to like leave me my Raptors alone, you know?
Yeah.
So
like, he should.
But if I'm not stupid, I go to his Raptors, which I did. But he didn't take my Raptors for some reason.
Yeah, going for your Raptors is like going for his Raptors is good. But the moment you see him, you just get away and you're okay with it.
Yeah, I just get the fuck out. It's useless. Yeah.
Because sure, you're gonna be like 30 seconds behind in terms of like clear, but it's not gonna be, you know, level 6 to level 5 shit.
Yeah.
Sure, he will be level 6 before you, but then we just don't make a play for 30 seconds and then you can then you catch back. But the moment you see him, you get out because you don't have mid prio and he can just go on you, right?
Yeah.
Because he also pulls the Raptors correctly.
Yeah.
So just get the fuck out and be okay with it because you got the kill and you are okay.
I got the kill. I already should be happy.
Yeah. You should be happy with it. And you should also be happy with him not taking your golems or your Raptors, I mean. And him wasting this time is like just a chain reaction.
I really appreciate him wasting his lifetime here.
Yeah. Because he should be on his golems and then like play with the huge lead he has in terms of time.
Tempo, yeah. Jungle tempo is really good for him.
Yeah. It is really insane.
And here it's... Well...
Yeah, it's like another random chain reaction.
Happened. Yeah.
And then he has prio, or not prio, but he has a freeze and we cannot break the freeze.
Yeah.
Which is okay, because now Akali comes back to lane and she will have pressure in lane. So it doesn't matter if he holds the freeze, because he's not going to use it for anything. He's legit not going to use this for anything. And as you can see, he broke the freeze. And that was good. That was good play from him.
Oh, Cayman is faker, I guess.
Because like if he holds the freeze, then Akali will have pressure in lane. And that will not be very good. That will be very, very shit. But he resets here and now Akali does not really have pressure in the lane. Because he can come back and he can hold the freeze again if he plays it how he's supposed to. But he also got the base off, so they're just same, what's it called? Like same items, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, but he was too late on the like he was freezing it for too long. And now Akali has moved for one wave.
Yeah.
And your bot lane is Viego.
It's actually good to innovate an blue right now, or it's better to reset after golems with your support and go Herald?
Reset and
go Herald. Because I think because
you have huge lead. So what you should do is Gabo pushes in this wave, resets, go spot. You swap.
You think we commit to swap?
You swap for sure, and then you just take the entire tower.
Because I guess if we play towards Gwen, we don't fully swap. We just use only Braum. But if we play towards our bot, being our bridge, we put our bot instantly right now on top lane. Gabo just takes one wave, fast shows it, resets, go bot lane. Our dual lane goes top lane, and then we are chilling totally hard, right?
Yes, because we don't want to send him on reset.
Yeah, they have a hard time diving Gwen as well with Ignite Ultimate and all of that stuff, right? Because she's gonna have a Bramble Vest. It's hard for them to dive her on bot lane.
Yeah, it's not possible for sure. Like she will be able to take the wave, no problem.
Yeah, like fuck the Drake as well. Drake is so useless.
Yeah, like first Drake, you will like in 99% of the cases you will trade first Drake for first Herald.
Yeah.
Because it's instantaneous gold, and that instantaneous gold you can use for like second Drake, third Drake, fourth Drake, right? But the first Drake like usually ends up being shit.
So it's just here is the matter of we play towards our bot lane, we tell our bot lane to go top.
Yes, exactly, because we don't want Lucian on low resources, so that the kills that he just got in bot lane are irrelevant, right?
Yeah, we should just play towards our dual lane right now.
Yes, exactly. Like Gwen will always be useful. So we just center bot, she clears the wave, and we take the
especially
the
when Fiora got fucked by the dive, right?
Yes, so. yes. Like we take the Herald, and then we take the top tower. We might even swap again, send him top lane, and then we take bot lane when they like commit to the swap to protect the Herald. Yeah. But that is reactionary. We have to see what they do. Yeah. Right. So we should for sure swap. Lucian should not go bot. He should go top. Yeah. And they take the Drake. That's good. We don't mind. It's perfect. And then here you do this, which is really nice because we don't like waste time on taking the Herald now.
I mean, take the games first. I mean, here I got bitched a little by Gabo that I didn't commit for dive, but I think like they don't need me here, no? Like they don't need to overcommit for dive. I can just take an enemy.
It's basically like the main thing is just, you know, we play as a team. So if we make a play, we do it as a team, but but they shouldn't.
We don't overcommit, no, because the resources are already enough to kill Fiora. Like I don't need to be there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's also okay, right? We know that they're bot side, so there's no one that can come here. So yeah, you are doing the right thing by not like the main thing is just you're doing two things at once, right? And that's what I need you to understand. But in this specific case, it's okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
But the main thing is just you understand the fundamental that doing two things at once is bad, so that you can change it depending on the game state and depending on what needs to be done, right? Because sometimes doing two things at once is okay and should be done, but fundamentally it's the wrong thing to do.
I mean, if resources are being shared correctly.
Yes. Yes.
But look how noob he is right now, by the way. He thinks his top side is up.
Yeah, I mean, he is...
He's trolling so hard.
It's not even trolling, he's just bad. Like, that's like he will do this every game.
Yeah, like, actually he played it so bad this game.
I am at Vendetto's place and they had him for tryout. His way of thinking is just so flawed, it's insane.
Yeah, I think he's, I don't know, kind of whatever. He's just good, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he had potential at some point.
Yeah, with the right coaching maybe.
Yeah, I think he had potential.
Yeah, with the right coaching it's possible. But
what do you think we do now? No, I think we do top to bot right now.
I mean, this is the thing, right? Lucian died, so...
Yeah, Lucian died, but we still can get him back to the game because of how we were given Herald. Yeah. Like, that's the Herald advantage, right? Like, they fucked us on the one side, but we can not care about it because we have Herald, so we can actually get the resources back.
Yeah, we can. But that's the thing, right? Why has this happened in the first place? That's what we need to fix. In terms of team play, but in terms of what you need to do, right, it's just you need to make sure that we play towards... I mean, we can't even place towards the Quinn at this point since the tower is like really low.
This was so cringe. It was really bad, and because like here it was really bad. We should never go top lane and dive top lane. We already give so much resources to Gabo. It's so useless, no?
I mean, we can. But like enemies can for sure be here, right? They see you.
Yeah, they can also be there. Like it's so bad. Like
Talon and
I mean, it's not like it's not even if they are here, it's already bad because like I have 5 camps up. We know his top side is not up.
Yeah, and
everything is so bad here, no? I feel
it's just it is so telegraphed and so easy to read that I think a baby could read this.
Yeah, in comms we said that they are here for sure.
Yeah.
But we committed for it anyway. I have no clue why. But I remember we did that. And the thing here is... Can you pause for a second?
Yeah.
Because right now what we do is... Okay, I shadow your mid lane and we dive top.
Yeah.
But I think it's bad. Because we already fucked up Fiora enough. Our stronger side should always be Lucian and Braum. And we should, as a team, realize... that just to do the second dive on Fiora with like 3 men and me taking enemy jungle, right? This was the action. Well, if we committed to that, Lucian lost a lot because he lost like 2 waves.
Yeah.
So we should give back the gold to Lucian because Fiora is already 0-2. She's already 20 CS behind versus Gwen, and she already will not be able to ever play versus Gwen on side ever again. She's so fucked.
Exactly, and that is what you have to understand, right? You have to understand that you need to move your Lucian depending on what you want to do.
Yeah.
You should
because I think I should like even if we fucked up that we like left Lucian on bot lane solo, right? And like let him actually die for us doing the herald and stuff. I should just say here that I don't want to dive top once again. I want to give gold back to Lucian, and I want to actually use. I want to full clear to bot lane. First of all, I want to full clear to bot lane. I want to use my bot lane, and their priority because they are still winning 2v2 even if he died.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I want to use my bot lane as a prior lane, as a pressure lane. I want to use them first shove, first slow push they will have. I want to use it as a wave. I want to build vision on the river on.
Yeah.
And then on the next one, I want to actually get power from mid, go from mid to bot and take full tower on that move. Because we will have full vision on bot side. And we will always be able to move, right?
Yeah.
On the mid lane, because Syndra will be actually scared to play, and we always can move from bot to mid.
Yes,
so,
exactly. Right, and that's what we talked about in the start, right?
Yeah.
Use them.
But here it's such a cringe decision. It's like we go dive top lane once again, knowing it's not gonna work out, and everything collapses to the like. Everything collapses after this dive. Game is so hard to play.
Of
game
course.
Is like so stupid.
Because our win con is bleeding. And
we don't stop the bleeding at all.
Right, but the main thing we should have done is we should have pushed, we should have sent him bot, and we should have been top lane, and then we smashed the tower, and then our win con is like hard chilling. But of course, after that doesn't happen, we need to adapt. And yes, what you should do here is you should walk top, but you should reset, because you need to play with the vision they don't have. They know that you are walking top. But if you reset, they're committing to the rotation, while you reset and you commit to the rotation.
But is it like even worth to actually commit for this play?
You shouldn't commit to the play, but you should fake it.
Not even commit. Like,
yes, you
is
should
there
fake
any
it.
reason?
100%.
Really?
If you fake it here, look, they see you. You go in this bush. You start the reset, right? You start the reset here. He jumps over. They will hard commit to the rotation, and while they're committing to the rotation, we are on the way bot lane and we're smashing the tower.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's something I didn't think of, because what I thought of as being something neutral or like good is just like full clear to my bot lane, and that's it. But I guess you can also do that.
You can also do that.
Like fake pressure.
Yes, you can fake the pressure, exactly. But like again, the main thing is just where you are, Lucian should be. So you should move him around the map while he's of course not losing anything, so that it has an like advantage for you and for your team. Because the first 1 to 15 minutes, you should basically call everything out. Then after that, if you're a good player, of course you can call it to the end. But that is like depending on the player. And I think you might be able to do this eventually. But like as I said, where you are, Lucian should be. So if we're making a play on bot, Lucian should be here. If you are making a play for the Herald, Lucian should be here. Every single time. There's never a spot where that should not be the case. So when you commit for this like play in the first place, it's so telegraphed. The moment Akali takes the last minion, it's so telegraphed. A fucking
it's so easy to read it.
A bot could read this play.
Yeah.
Right? So if they are challenger players and grandmaster players, whatever, they should be able to read this play with their like eyes closed. So
it's really easy, especially when Akali hard contests the wave like retreat, right?
Exactly. And if you like fake this, as I said, like after you do this, you just fake it, you reset, you say fuck these camps. They will commit to the rotation. Gabo will fake it, and then he will go off, obviously. And while they are committing to the rotation, you're already on your way bot, and we can make a play on this, and we have tempo advantage again.
They're so fucked. Game is so hard for them.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's no way that they can contest the Herald if we fake reset. But this is something that is hard to do, and it's like very specific. It's just
actually the fake pressure thing. Yeah, it's actually so hard to read on the. It's so hard to like
pull off.
Plan it with like the pull off basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to call like we fake pressure top, we reset, and we go Herald, and it's like you need to think very in advance, and you need to have big brain for that. But like it would also be okay if you did full clear into bot, get bot pressure, get full vision around mid, so Syndra can't play, and then we make a play on bot. That will also be okay. I will not kill you for that. That would be completely fine.
That's completely fine as well. Yeah, but this one is just like
after,
higher level thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is higher level where you basically manipulate the enemy to do what you want. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, we should be bot lane, right? And like after this, like game is so fucking fucked.
Yeah, game is fucked. Also Lucian
like,
overextends and dies.
Exactly.
So
like
game is just like shit.
Yeah, everyone is completely fucked, right? And you have Phage as well, so like I don't even know if.
Actually, After, but why didn't you? No, but turn it off.
Phage again.
Turn it off. Fox. No, I just go in because I feel like we need to do something because game is fucked up.
Yeah. Game is like so over.
Like I had a feeling that we have to like force something, otherwise game is so fucked up that this is a disaster.
All right. Do you have anything else before I end the recording? But I mean, we can
just like
talking.
Submit it. You can submit everything, right? What we have learned today.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, the OBGG we already did. Do you want to do it again?
No, I don't need it, please. No. Okay. I'm already too much of Phage thingy.
All right.
We did it.
We started game 1. We just go over it quickly.
Yeah.
You did the right clear. What should we do differently?
Yeah, the thing with the golem center buff.
Yeah, we should do 1, 2, 3,
4, 5 on the golems.
5, yes. And we should understand that no play could be made early game, right? Not on bots.
Yeah, before level 6, no fucking play.
Not on mids, not on top. So we should have the most optimal clear we could.
Yeah.
To also get the most optimal clear on second, and then on second we have level 6 on this guy, level 6 on this guy. We move mid, we get we shadow him, and then we move top with the shadow. So we have first move and we kill the top laner or deny him a full wave, and then we can just do that again, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else super important?
I mean, everything else.
Before I
apart from this game, it was about on this. I mean, in terms of pathing, no, but it's just about this like choke point, right? In this game, it was the choke point thing on the Herald.
Yeah, and one more thing about your like overall camera control and mouse control. What should we do? If possible.
I mean, if it's possible, the F keys. So my mouse is not wingling around.
Yeah. So you have control, right? You just want to control your mouse so that you understand. Oh, what the fuck? So you understand exactly what, your mouse basically is just fluent.
Yeah.
Because it looks very weird to me.
Like shaky when I move.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then one more thing. This was fine. This was okay. And then of course, like they died bot lane for like I don't know what reason. There is one more thing. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. It was just cutting off.
Yeah.
There is 2 more things actually. So he dies here. Okay, what now?
Yeah, I mean it's the thing with this red buff.
Yeah, we should
take red buff first. You take big buff first before Herald if you have time.
Because you get level 7.
Yeah,
so
because
more
I get
HP.
Level 7. I get more HP, I get 4 level of Q, and I get red buff, and I slow, I deal damage and stuff. It's nice, cool.
And we want to be linked up with Braum, right? Where you are, Braum wants we want as well. So we want him to help you so you can get it faster, and then we move mid and we control mid lane. All right, and what now?
I mean, right now is this area to control. We shouldn't really go too deep, right, with this thingy. We already spoke about it.
Exactly. We should play on our control. That's it.
Because this is...
So, if Nami walks up here, then she should die, right?
Yeah,
then she dies.
She doesn't die in this brush clean pink word. She should never die here. It's awkward to force play that deep down.
Yeah.
And then the last one was... Then the last point was with the...
Also, just want to quickly touch on it. Yeah. If you have red buff here, it might actually make a difference, right? He might actually die.
Yeah, actually true, because enemy Viego gets slowed 24/7.
Yeah. It might actually make a difference. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay, one more.
Yeah, and it was this thingy with the Drake, right? And
yep.
I mean this one, the Drake. Yeah, when we actually did 3 plays at the same time, taking Drake, bot tower, and mid tower. I mean, and mid wave.
Yeah. What should we do instead?
And just use our bot lane pressure to relieve the mid lane and then do the Drake. Or either do the Drake and then relieve the mid lane.
Yeah, we have mid push, we go bots, we get bot push.
Yeah.
then we start the Drake towards towards mid side or mid section, and then we get mid push at the same time. But this way we're doing 3 things at once, and that will never work. All right, and that was the last thing. Like the rest of the game is so useless.
Yeah, it fucking is. Yeah.
All right. That was the same one, I think. Yeah. All right. Good.
No, it's the other one. Yeah.
All right. Good. Good.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like the same shit as with the last game. It's hard for us to make plays level before 6. We use our bot lane to relieve mid lane and to have a bot river control.
Yeah.
And the swap thingy. And
And
going shield bow instead of Divine Sunderer.
And no phage if you decide to do right away.
And no phage. And no phage if I do.
And do 3 long shots.
Yes, instead of Vampiric Scepter, because lifesteal is kind of useless.
Yeah, it's awful. We already have this.
I mean, and golems and red buff, right?
Yeah, it's the exact same as, you know, the last game. If you know your full clearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you know your full clearing, we do this every single time.
Yeah.
And then we can do scuttle if up. And if not, I mean, who cares? Useless shit. This, like, the first scuttle is basically useless, but the second scuttle is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have experience cutoff, so... And the first one has like 70%, right? Cutoff experience.
Yeah,
like 80.
It's like
huge number, it's huge number.
Yeah, you get more from 3 minions.
Yeah. The scuttle is basically useless. You get like 1/5 of the XP bar at level 3.
Yeah. And we just roll it, we just...
The one dive was good, yeah.
This is very good, even... Like, we know where Talon is, and we trade on the other side. And obviously she should just respect and not die, but she doesn't, and we punish her. And that's great. And we know now that top lane is bouncing. You go for the Raptors. Is that good?
Yeah, we don't waste time. I mean, it's good, but if Talon shows up, I don't waste time. I go my Wolves and Raptors.
And then we are, you know, 30 seconds behind on tempo.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. As long as we are aware that we are 30 seconds behind, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. Yeah, and we just left him be, right? Don't try to flip a random Rift or a random Raptor.
Yeah. I mean, this is just like flip, like just if I can take it and enemy also pulls the Raptors towards like good side, right? If he just does a good pull.
Yeah.
Like if he pulls them towards the brush almost, like I should never try to waste my fucking 10 seconds of my life trying to flip a smite fight.
Yeah, and you should just do this into maybe Scuttle, because we have push and he has to slow push the wave, right? But you should obviously think about it the moment you see him. We don't expect him to be there. It is weird that he's there.
Yeah.
Because he is just griefing a bit. Because he could do Raptor into his own Raptor, and that would also be like...
I mean, I would by this time have his Raptors.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, and this is awkward and shit, so...
This is just chain reaction.
Then we have the situation with the swap, right?
Yep.
At level...
And that is the biggest one, by the way. That is for sure
the biggest one.
Because they kill them, and it's really good. And here we should always remember that...
So the rule behind it is kind of like... If you can full commit with the swap, and your strong side in this game that you wanna like swap in is your bot lane, you fully commit on the swap, right?
Yes.
If you have a good tempo for it, right?
Because they killed them, so we don't want to be away from Lucian. Where Lucian is, we want to be.
I mean, let's say we shove in a slow push. We do the same, right? We reset and we have good tempo, so we swap as well, right?
Yeah, because if you push in the wave, right? If you push in the wave, and you still start hitting the plates, then the gold that you have is not used, basically, right? Yeah. So, like, they are still fine. Because they just got to spend their gold, and if you didn't spend your gold, you have to reset at some point. Yeah, and then they get pushed.
What I mean is just like, if we have like any kind of how do you call it, opportunity to swap, if our bot lane is a strong lane, we should do it, right? To full commit. So even it doesn't matter if it's like slow push, shoving up on the tower, or doesn't matter if it's like killing enemies 2v2. Whenever we have opportunity, we should use it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So even if they just do a slow push, even if they just do the slow push, and maybe if we have affiliates with fucking like white weapons and stuff, like
that was the one I was gonna pull out.
But it's just like the cheating rules, right?
Yes, there's some cheating rules that you have to remember, but like for most cases, it's always gonna be better to just push in reset,
reset the full
let them have
swap.
Drake, we get the Herald, and then we can take a full tower because we are ahead. And worst case scenario, if they also swap because they see you swap, then we swap again, and then we like make sure that the Kaiser will always lose like 5 minions every time that she swaps.
Yeah.
And we win that way. It's all about pulling them on the map. And if they don't swap, we just take the full tower and Fiora doesn't get anything. And then we are really happy, right? And then one more thing, last thing.
Oh, the last thing with the fake pressure.
Yeah, this is really
sometimes pull off a fake pressure to manipulate enemies into covering a dive or a play that in the end will not happen because you're brain manipulator 69 and you're just better player. Yeah, so we can actually
there's 3 more things.
Okay, what is the more? Wait, is it? Oh no, it's this one, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's this one. It's this one as well.
Yeah. All right. There's this one, and then this. Doing 2 things at once. Is it good here?
I mean, here it's good. It's exceptionally good because we have enough resources to actually dive top lane and enough time to actually have me on the side taking enemy jungle. So it's good.
Yeah, it's good here for sure. And it's all about understanding, you know, when is it good, but fundamentally, is it good?
Fundamentally doing 2 things at once? No, it's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, like more than 1 thing at once, it's not good.
Yeah. Good. Okay, good. You're already smarter than average.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, and while this is happening, while we're taking the rift, Lucian is suffering. And this is just a chain reaction of him not being topside.
Chain reaction of us not fully committing to the swap when we could,
Exactly. All right, and then the rest of the game. Oh, this last thing.
I mean, this is the fake pressure thing. It's the one that we should just do. Like, we could pull off.
Yeah, and you can also
and also not committing for this shit, right? Like.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we can just continue the clear. Use bot push to like get full attention or full prio or full wards, I mean, around bot side, and then play towards the tower with rift. And that will also be completely fine. But if you want to be like really disturbingly smart, you just go in this bush, you recall, you force them to, what's it called? You force them to rotate, and while they're rotating, we are resetting and we are on our way bot lane. Yeah,
and then there's Rakan and enemy Talon under the tower, and we are saying bye-bye your tower on the bot lane. And they are so fucked with their tempo and everything that it's just over. And then the game is completely won. Yeah, the game is completely won. Lucian gets 5 plates for nothing, and enemy ADC is not briefing, so. And also, there are enemy camps on the bot side, so the game is just over. Game is FF for enemy team. Exactly. If we pull it off. Exactly. Actually, that would be so smart, by the way. If I was a coach and I saw it in game that somebody does it and says, they just do a fake pressure reset and take a tower, I would instantly hire this guy. I would not even wait for other trials of this jungler or whatever the person is. Of course. Like, if I actually saw it in game, I would legitimately call all